Selhurst here from West Ham Fan TV, here for 5-year plan TV, looking ahead to the Crystal Palace West Ham game on Saturday. A typical West Ham, as I'd sum it up, you know, great results against some of the big sides, shocking results against some of the smaller sides, AFC Wimbledon in particular. I mean, it's been a lot of what I'd expect. Look, I know we spent 100 million, we've got a top class manager in, but you know, when you're going through all these changes, things just don't click straight away. So I was looking at this thinking, yeah, first season, mid-table. My goal for the season was to not be involved in the relegation fight, and I think so far we've had that, which is good. And then I want to build on it next season. So not amazing, but about what I expected, to be honest. I'm happy with him. As I was saying before, we're about doing what I expected. Yes, you know, he is a top class manager, but you know, he's coming into a team where, you know, we're changing not just the style of play. You know, we just came from David Moyes, who's super defensive. You know, before that, Slaven Bilic, who was sort of a bit defensive, a bit counter-attacking, and then Big Sam, and you know, you guys know full well what Big Sam's all about. So, you know, he's trying to implement a new philosophy, a new style of play, brought in a load of new players. Still a few areas, I think, where, you know, he needs some players that can play his style of football. And I think any manager needs, you know, a few transfer windows and at least 2 seasons to really build what they want. But the football has been a lot better. You know, it's just getting the players to gel with each other and getting them to really, you know, adapt to this philosophy. So yeah, I'm happy with me. You know, he's a perfectly likable guy. They don't call him the charming man at City for no reason. So yeah, I'm happy with him. Yeah, you know what? I'm quite worried about the injury situation. I mean, a few weeks ago, I think before the Liverpool game, I was really worried about it, especially, you know, when I heard Arnautovic would be out for the game, and you know, Nasri's out, you know, 2 sort of fresh injuries, and then Fabianski was a doubt. But it looks like Arnautovic will be back for the Palace game, but Nasri's still a doubt. Wilshere, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, these are players that would get into our first 11. And that's not all of them. You know, you've got Winston Reid, Balbuena. Did I even mention Balbuena? Another player would get into our first 11. Some really crucial players we're missing. You know, and then Nasri, who has looked like that key bit of creativity that we needed after, like, you know, 2 games, is now, you know, injured, and we don't know when he could be back. So yeah, it is a worry, and it just shows in terms of squad depth. Look, we've got quite a bit of, you know, decent squad depth, but in terms of squad depth that, like I said, could play the Pellegrini way of playing and play his style of football, not so much. So it's been difficult in that regard. But hopefully, you know, Lanzini should be a month away apparently from playing. Could be back from the Fulham game, they're saying. You know, Wilshere's probably out for the rest of the season. Balbuena another month. So we'll just have to see. But hopefully this team now start to really get used to playing without these players and go ahead and do the business. If I look at sort of form in terms of consistent form, I'd have to say Fabianski. You know, he's been unreal signing for us this season. Unlucky to be on the losing side a lot of the time. He makes some great saves. I always feel very calm and confident with him in goal. You know, he'll come out, he catches the ball a lot, where Adrian will sort of punch it away and do some crazy stuff that will put pressure on the team. But he's, yeah, very calm keeper and most consistent. Apart from that, if you're looking at outfield players, you have to say Felipe Anderson. Very skillful player. You know, can always pull off a bit of magic, as you guys saw obviously in our game against you at our ground, you know. So yeah, I'd have to say those 2. It should be a very good game. I think the game at London Stadium was a great match. You guys played really well. You know, you had us, especially in the first half, by far the better side, 2-0 up, and then we just sort of came back and won the game. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think I'm going to sort of be a bit confident, as much as I'm nervous about this game. I'm going to be a bit confident and say 2-1 West Ham. I think it's inevitable Batshuayi will get his first goal against us. And maybe Anderson and Arnautovic, if Arnautovic plays. So that's my score prediction. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do subscribe to 5 Year Plan TV. Come and check us out on West Ham Fan TV. I've got a great preview up with Rob Pearson from PlayStation Access, Palace fan. We had a great chat about the game and about Palace's season and the ins and outs of Palace. And we've also done a combined West Ham Crystal Palace 11. So the best players in each position. So do check it out. See which one of the Crystal Palace's players made it into that 11. It's going to be an interesting one to see your thoughts and see which positions you think maybe Palace have the better player in and West Ham. So do check it out. But yeah, I mean, it should be a good game. I'll be down there at Selhurst Park on Saturday. So we'll see you down there.